Today, our topic is auxiliaries, helping verbs. Verbs are divided into two kinds, helping verb and principal. Helping verbs are auxiliaries. Principal verbs are those verbs which have a meaning of their own. For example, Raman has a new car, I have a big house. In these sentences, has and have express the idea of possessing or owning something. Auxiliary verbs are those verbs which help other verbs to form tenses. Auxiliaries are used to make tenses other than the simple present and simple past. For example, Manu has returned from Delhi. They have bought a car. In the above sentences, has and have do not express the idea of possession. They only help to form the present perfect tenses of return and buy. So these are auxiliaries which are used to make tense. Auxiliary verbs in English, there are 24 auxiliary verbs. Present tense forms are is, am, are, do, does, have, has, can, may, shall, will, must, need, ought to, dare. Past tenses forms was, were, did, had, could, might, should, would. These are the past forms. Auxiliaries are also of two kinds, primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries are be, have, do. For example, the boys are playing cricket. I am writing a book. They were eating breakfast. I have written 2 books. He did not come in time. In these sentences, the auxiliaries be, have, and do help only to express statements of fact. These auxiliaries and their various forms are called primary auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries are used to express actions or events that exist only as conception of the mind. Probabilities, possibilities, obligation, wishes, expectation, etc. etc. Auxiliaries which help to express the conceptions of mind are called modal auxiliaries. Auxiliaries which are to express the conceptions of the mind are called modal auxiliaries. Sometimes we show possibility, sometimes obligation, sometimes necessity, sometimes polite request. All are related to modal auxiliaries. These are called modal auxiliaries because they are colored by the speaker's feelings, hopes, expectations, and many other feelings. Modal auxiliary help to express imperative or subjective mood of the speaker. Sometimes modal auxiliaries are used to express simple future without any hint of personal feeling. I shall go to Ajmer tomorrow. He will come on Sunday. I shall go to Ajmer tomorrow, pure future. He will come on Sunday, pure future. Use of primary auxiliaries be, have, and do. Be, have, do are used both as principal verbs and as auxiliaries. They are auxiliaries only when they help other verbs to form their tenses and moods. For example, Pratap Singh is a good footballer. Meera was writing a letter. I have a bad headache. She has taken my pen. In the first sentence, is a principal verb, as it states or predicts something about the subject. Subject is Pratap Singh without the help of any other verbs. In the second sentence, was is an auxiliary verb helping to form the past continuous of write. While have is a principal verb in sentence, has is an auxiliary in sentence helping to form the present perfect of take. In the same way, did is a principal verb but an auxiliary when it is used in a different way, when it is used to show tense, past perfect tense, past tense. In this way, we can make difference between modal auxiliary and auxiliary. Auxiliary verb is that verb which is used to form a tense, while modal auxiliary is used to express our mood. Modal auxiliary is related to modality. Modality that shows the mood of the speaker. What is the mood of the speaker, what he wants to say, such as you may come in, it means you are permitted to come in by the speaker or by someone to whom you are asking to come in. Now we discuss usage of be. Be used as a principal verb. Be and its forms are usually used as linking verbs, linking the subject with the other words. For example, Ram is a lawyer. Ram is very intelligent. My house is there. Govind is to retire next year. Be is used as a full verb by itself in the sense of exist. For example, God is. I think, therefore I am. Be is also used to express a command or request. Be quiet. Be off. Be a good boy. Be nice to her. As an auxiliary verb, when we use be, for example, I am reading a novel, you were standing at the gate, she is doing her work, they are marching forward. In this way, we can make the difference between be as a principal verb as an auxiliary verb. Be is also used to show as a principal verb or as an auxiliary verb. Have is used as a principal verb in a sense of possess, take, experience, enjoy, receive. Examples are they have a flat car. We have dinner at 7:30 p.m. He had a heart attack. Have a nice day. I had a cable from my son in New York. As an auxiliary verb, I have completed my work. You have created a problem. He has returned down my offer. They have violated the agreement. So these are the examples. Here, have combines with the past participle to form the present perfect tense. I had heard of this before. You had gone by that time. Use of do as a principal verb. It is used in the sense of perform or act. You must do your work well. Perform. Please do as I tell you. Can't you do it by yourself? Perform. As an auxiliary. It is used in three ways to ask a question. Do you know where your friend lives? Did he ask you to write to him? Do they take him for a fool? To form a negative statement also, such as they do not want a doctor. He did not give me a present. I did not see the picture last week. To emphasize an assertion, to emphasize something, I do admit that I was wrong. She does look rather shabby. They did say that they would pay up. So, in this way, we have discussed the use of do, have, and be as a principal verb, as an auxiliary verb. In the next chapter, we discuss about modal auxiliaries. These topics are related to grammar, and these topics are useful for the students of BA Part First General English, as well the students of literature also, because grammar should be clear to every student, and if we have a good knowledge of grammar, we can do well. Thank you.